Today we're going to be expanding brackets. We've been doing this a bit this year already in other subjects, so I'm pretty confident we'll know what we're doing, but it's always good to go over it again. Now, this does have a special name called the distributive law. So whenever I talk about the distributive law, I'm just talking about expanding brackets. So something good to keep in mind. The name sounds like distribution or distribute, and that's actually why it's called that, because we will be distributing one number through a bunch of other numbers. Now to start with, let's make the heading expanding brackets. So to expand brackets, we use the distributive law. The number out the front, or the number at the front of the brackets is multiplied through each term in the brackets, and only in the brackets. There'll be some questions later on when there's some numbers outside the brackets, and we'll just leave them as they are. Now, let's have a look at a real quick example, just so it's not all weird words. 6a plus b, in brackets like that. I need to multiply this number 6, because remember when there's no symbol in here it's times, so I'm timesing 6 by a plus b. And to expand brackets we use the distributive law. The number at the front is multiplied through each term. How many terms are there here? Well, there's only one plus sign, so that means term 1 and term 2. So we go to 6 times a gives me 6a plus 6 times b gets me 6b. And there we go. That's it. Simple. Let's do some EGs. I might move that sideways. Pause it, sorry. If you need to get a bit more of that. So EG. Let's say 4x, no, let's just say 4 to begin with, I'll step it up later, times 3x plus 8. We need to expand these brackets. So what I need to do is get this term here and distribute it to each term in the brackets. It's going to be real easy to forget to do this one at the end here. 4 times 3x is 12x, 4 times 8 is 32, and there was a plus in the middle, so it's plus there. That's one way to do it. The other way to do it is to think about 4 times 3x is 12x, 4 times positive 8 is positive 32. Both of those will work. And I should write what the actual question will say. It'll say something like expand. We'll do ones later on where it says expand and simplify. So let's have a go at this one. Negative 2x, let's say 3y plus 4. Well, negative 2x, we need to multiply this whole term by the first one. We can't forget the minus. So negative 2x times 3y gets us negative 6xy. Remember, negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. X and y go on the end. Negative 2x times positive 4. Well, negative 2 times positive 4 gets us negative 8. And then there's just an x. And then we go. E.g. expand. Let's say negative 3 2x minus 4y. I'm choosing some easy numbers because I don't want us to worry about the multiplication just yet. You can always use your calculator to multiply the coefficients. So negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. Negative 3 times, remember this is negative 4y, negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12, and there's just a y on the end there. So negative 6x plus 12y. You might like to write this as 12y take away 6x, but both are correct. Just sometimes it's nicer not to have the minus at the front. Alright, pause it there if you need to keep copying it down. I'm going to move over a bit. Let's do this one. Expand and simplify. We'll just do 2 questions on this and then you can get started. So for question A, let's have 3x plus, actually I'll make it 2x plus 2 minus 4x. Now, as I said before, when we were writing, we didn't write it down, but I said this here is not inside the brackets. This 3 is distributed to the 2x, to the positive 2, but not to the negative 4 because it is not inside the brackets. So 3 times 2x gets me 6x. Very tempting to write 5x. I don't know why, but this seems to be the most common mistake. We know it's multiplication, but everyone just adds when they see 3 and 2. So 3 times positive 2 is positive 6. And then I just write minus 4x. Now you can see why this bit comes into it. Because 6x and 4x are like terms, or negative 4x. This one and this one. So 6x, take away 4x, leaves us with 2x, and that 6 stays the same. Alright, now this one's going to be a bit next level. There won't be many questions like this, so if you don't understand it, you can come into the Zoom conference and ask for some help, but also don't worry too much as there's not going to be a lot in there. So 4 minus 3, let's say 7x minus 2. Now, you can see this has got quite a few components to it. Lots of different ways I can do it. Out the front of these brackets, I'm going to do it this way. It's a negative 3. We just need to remember to put a plus in here, or we're going to forget what to do. So 4 plus negative 3 times 7x, so 4 plus negative 3 times 7x is negative 21x, and negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. So 4 plus 6 gets us 10, and then plus a negative is still minus, so negative 21x. Done. You can see that one's a bit trickier, but if you follow that routine of keeping the minus signs with the terms and putting a plus sign in if you need to, that the actual question doesn't turn out to be hard. It's the setup that is more difficult. Alright, so I'm going to give us a class kick and some questions to go on with. I will be online on a class Zoom, which you can find in the Zoom tab of Canvas, to help with any questions that you need during our class time. Have a go.